All right, y'all. Following my hype behind watching Hamilton and being obsessed with it, I was like, oh, I must like musicals now, right? Like, I gotta like musicals now. So I watched Wicked and I watched Wicked for Good. It's safe to say this ain't the same thing at all. Like, it really just ain't the same. But that being said, I still ended up liking Wicked and Wicked for Good. Not as much as I like Hamilton, and not for the same reasons. I actually don't like the songs in these two movies. Like every time they were singing, I was just like, yo, this could have been a regular conversation. Like y'all could have just talked normal and got this over with. But I still understand how some people can like appreciate or like the singing of it. You know, I know Cynthia, her voice sounds pretty good. A lot of people like Ariana's voice. I'm not gonna lie, that first note she hit, I wasn't really feeling it. But after that, it was decent. It was decent. But my main thing is the story and how these people act. It was great. Let's get into it. For one, I like the chemistry between these two. Watching Alphaba go from being this like outcast, like nobody wants to be around her. Like it's straight up discrimination if I'm being real. Y'all gotta see how they treat this woman. Like she don't deserve none of the hate. But it's the discrimination versus how they treat Glinda, the good witch, or Glinda the good, however you want to call her. She just gets everything. Like they just treat her so nice. And her, I'm not gonna lie, when Ariana Grande first came on the screen as Glinda or Galinda, she was getting on my nerves because she's so full of herself. And she just thinks she's so good, so much better than everybody else. And anytime she does anything for anybody, it's I did this out the kindness of my heart. I'm just so good for helping your poor soul. Like, it's one of those characters where I think you're supposed to hate them. And she's playing that. And I won't say hate. That's kind of strong. But you're supposed to dislike them because of how arrogant they are. But at the same time, Ariana plays the role so well that you can't help but admit that you like her character. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. But Alphaba still stole the show, like completely. I like the emotion she was displaying. Plus the fact that she was pretty much, to me, the only person making sense in that entire world. We're going to get into that. And side note, I don't know about y'all. Is something about Alphaba when she had them glasses on. I probably would have hollered. Like, just, is something, her with the glasses, I might be tripping. Let's move on. Yeah, I ain't feel like looking for like specific screens or moments, so I just grabbed the people. So let's get into this chart real quick, okay? One, her sister right here, bottom middle, she's so fake. Keep in mind, everybody in the world so far that I didn't see is fake, okay? But her sister, when I say I don't like her at all, so check it out. Alphaba been getting discriminated against since she was born, right? But being the kind older sister that she is, she been taking care of her little sister. When people was trying to bully her or something, she was, using magic, throwing rocks at them and whatnot. She still get blamed, making it seem like she's the harassment. And I'm just like, it ain't Alphaba fault that your wife cheated on you. Straight up. It ain't her fault. Like, why? I don't know why you treating her like that. But fast forward, they go into the school. Alphaba is literally there to look out for her, just to drop her off, make sure she getting there straight. Her daddy made her go to the school with I forget the little sister name right now, but went to school for her. Tell me why she gonna turn her back on her sister when everybody is looking down on her at the party, at the underground party. They wasn't supposed to be doing that, but you turn your back on your sister, and once everybody else start dancing because of Galinda, now you want to turn around and act like it was a good time and that you with. Boy, when I say she's got to be she's almost at the top of my list for most hated characters in the show. But there's so many people I don't like. So let's move on to the next. You know what? We're going to move over to the right. All right, we're going to move over to the right. Okay, this guy right here. This stupid lion, okay, let me preface this by saying I actually do love the take they did on introducing the lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Man. Like, I felt like in the first movie, we got a lot of background for all these other characters. And then in the second movie, when we realized how they became, who they are, the cowardly lion, the heartless Tin Man, and the brainless scarecrow or something like that. Like, they did an amazing job telling that story, and I felt more connected with those characters because of the first movie. But this stupid lion, he was in a cage when he was a tiny little baby. And keep in mind, in this movie, they straight up discriminating against animals, talking about some animals can't be professors no more, animals not allowed to talk, animals got to be laborers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up discriminating. So when they brought him in a cage, right, Alphaba got upset and, froze time and freed him. Tell me why he come back years later, grown, talking about she working for the other team. She's the one who made me scared because she didn't give me a chance to defend myself. They had you in a cage. They wasn't treating you like you was your own person. I don't like that they blame everything on Alphaba. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough time to complain about all these people because there's so many people I want to complain about. Let's move up. Let's move up to him. His character, from jump, we realized that he suck. Like, he comes off as trying to be like this kind person, but he's so in love with Galinda, who he has no chance with at all. Like, she makes it very clear that he ain't got a chance with her, but he's still trying. But he starts a fake relationship with Alphaba's sister, got this girl falling in love with him, and I ain't gonna lie, she turned around being evil and kept him caged up or like from leaving the country or whatever, which I was like, you turning into a villain for real. Y'all calling Alphaba a villain, but the way you moving, bro, ain't even cool. But still, that don't even matter. The fact that he knows that she was the one keeping him in the country and all this and that, and then she got the book and started casting a spell on him. So he started to die. She was killing him. Alphaba saved his life by turning him into the Tin Man. And he still had the nerve enough to be mad at Alphaba and not her. How does that make sense? Like, these people make me so mad how dumb they is. Like, everybody just want to blame Alphaba because they racist and they like, she green, she ain't one of us, we gonna blame her, she's the wicked witch, whatever. All right, then we got my boy up here, which in the beginning I already didn't like him too much, but only because he was that like prince from out of nowhere, supposed to be the cool guy type of deal, and I just knew that they was gonna try to make Alphaba, get with him, and I'm just like, let's see. But they ended up, trying to make it a thing between Galinda and him, and they both were shallow enough to where I was like, okay, this might actually be a thing. They might work that out, to be honest with you. But in the end, they did exactly what I said. They tried to make they tried to make Alphaba and the prince, I can't remember these people's name, but the prince Freyon or whatever his name is, made them a couple at the end. I did not like that. I understand it, and I'm not saying they didn't do it bad. Like, they actually did a pretty decent job with it. I just personally didn't want them to get together. I would have rather they introduced somebody else for her. But what I did like, I'm gonna say I liked it. I did like that they turned him into the Scarecrow. Do I like the visuals for it? Maybe not. But I still thought the transition was good. Plus, like I said before, the background that we get for how these three on the right hand side, how these three turned into the characters, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Cowardly Lion, is good. I like the setup. Like, especially when I wasn't really thinking about them in that sense. Like, I don't know how else to say this, but in the first movie, I wasn't concerned with the Wizard of Oz as far as like Dorothy and those three. I was just worried about Alphaba's story. So in the second movie, when they got transformed into those characters, I was like, oh, they did a good job with this. So it was great. I'm gonna have to make a part 2 so I can go over the rest of the people I don't like. I don't like nobody in this show but Alphaba. Okay, no, I like the animals. I like the animals, but everybody else, bro, like, they suck. So I'm gonna make a part 2. We're gonna go into a part 2 and I'm gonna dive some more into this.